Hey everyone, welcome back to 22 Panels. This is the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and elevate the medium of comics. I am Tyler, back for the second week in a row. Across the interwebs from me is Tad and Phil. Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Not
I,
much,
I,
just
I didn't.
hanging out.
I didn't hear any webs.
Oh shoot! And across the interwebs,
No, I'm running away.
hold on. And across the interwebs from me is Tad and Phil.
Well, now that's just getting into fart sounds.
That's now it's just gross.
I ran out of web fluid.
That's what that
Sure,
was.
that excuse only works once in a while.
That's what that was. All right. How's it going, guys?
It's been a day,
Yeah.
It's been a year and it's been a hell of
a
a year
year,
already.
a year and a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been quite the
We,
year
we
so far.
like okay. Before we get into what kind of week slash day has it been,
Yep.
let's do a little bit of comics news first. And I say this not having actually done it myself yet because it's been that kind of week. Go check out the Beats annual creator survey. It's always great. So I assume it's great again this year. Um, Also, January 1st is Public Domain Day, and we got some interesting ones. Betty Boop, Blondie and Dagwood, Nancy Drew, The Little Engine That Could,
Oh
and the
my.
original Maltese Falcon novel all hit public domain.
But is
Wow.
the Maltese Falcon from Maltese Falcon in the public domain now? That's the real question.
I don't know if you could actually copyright that. The movie's not in public domain, but the novel is.
Okay.
Okay. Also,
I
uh,
mean, when Gatsby went public domain, we immediately
Mhm.
got like four Gatsby comic adaptations.
yeah.
So, I mean, that's the
Can
sort of thing that I'm. And yes, Tyler, there is already a Betty Boop slasher movie that's been filming and will be
Huh.
out soon.
You were
I
close.
know,
You were
I know
close.
that's
That's
where you
not
were
what I was.
going.
No, no. It was actually more about Betty. It wasn't Betty Boop, but it was. But more so like who's gonna make the first disgusting Betty Boop thing.
Again, there's already a Betty Boop
I meant
slasher
I no,
movie.
I meant porn wise, you know.
Oh
Oh,
no.
I mean,
Oh
there
boy.
is already the Mr. Boop comic.
Oh, I don't know about that. Okay.
I don't actually think it's disgusting, but there is parts of it that could be argued to be pornographic.
Yeah, no, I'm just, there's Betty Boop's now in public domain. I can't believe we
Yeah.
haven't seen more of the
It's the pornographers have been waiting until now and only now
to
to
release it.
to yeah.
Because pornographers are totally known for
Following the law.
and like not hiding behind the idea that it's a parody.
Yeah.
I mean, how many movies are called a porn parody?
I don't know, Tad, how many?
That's not really Captain Kirk.
Oh,
Uh,
oh boy.
I mean,
Funny.
Shatner in
You
his
know,
day.
if we could keep it to comics talk,
Yeah,
that
yeah, we
certainly
gotta
Well,
stay
I
on
mean,
that
topic.
certainly cut
We
down on
we
the
we,
porn.
we gotta
we
go home.
we
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 gotta go
we
to bed.
can't we can't
22
quite
panels after dark.
we
The
we
after
can't
dark.
we can't quite because we did bomb a foreign nation late last night, early this morning,
Holy buckets. Can you believe that?
and kidnap a foreign leader.
Like, what
Um,
is happening?
It's
I
pretty
I
mean,
bad.
think I
Pretty
think my
bad.
best take is I think it was Aaron Rupar who pointed out that so there's something darkly humorous about all of his cronies making the argument that the fact that Maduro has been indicted in the Southern District of New York is evidence that he's a dictator and overall bad guy.
Right. Yeah. The
yeah.
Because
implication
we don't
being
know anybody who's been indicted in the Southern District of New York
certainly not charged with 36 felonies.
Was it
or
32?
more.
I thought it
Well,
was
no, no, no.
34.
No. That was New York State felonies, and he wasn't
Oh.
charged. He was convicted. Southern
Oh.
District in New York is where he was. Oh, what did he get charged with in Southern District of New York?
Well, I don't know. Just take your pick.
I think
we'll
that was
go with
actually
it.
where the insurrection one got charged.
Oh shit.
Okay. Where was I? What insurrection are you talking about?
What insurrection?
What? Where the hell?
Is this a joke?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Like,
you must
wait, what?
remember
It's
that Tyler's from bumfuck Minnesota.
exactly.
So like
Exactly. This is I don't know.
he is regularly brainwashed and indoctrinated.
Have we asked him where he was on January 6th? I'm so sorry.
Let's see. Where was I?
Like
Where
I was,
was I?
he was teaching.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure.
I seem
January
to remember.
6th.
I seem to remember he and I texting about it while we were both teaching,
Yeah.
and like trying to teach while it was going on and wanting to keep track of it.
Yeah, that's pretty impossible. That's
Yeah.
I mean,
I
he had
believe-
even less ability to talk about it than I did.
Yeah, I think because I think when now that I'm remembering, I think your texts were in the morning, so I was in elementary classes.
Right.
You know, if it was morning time. So
Yeah, it was.
good times. But anywho, yes, Venezuela.
So-
What's going on in Venezuela?
no.
I mean, we don't know for certain yet, except that like our dear leader does say the quiet part out loud. He wants the oil.
Yeah.
It's not going to cost us anything because we're taking their oil. He said those words. Maybe I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but not much.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
of course,
he made a
human
comment.
life doesn't mean anything to him. So
No, he made the comment that Colombia better watch out.
watch their ass.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Yeah.
Shit. That's yeah.
Let that sink in.
They've also made a
Wait, isn't Trump also the guy that constantly brags about being the only president not to start wars?
Well, I mean, he did win the FIFA Peace Prize.
Where's mine? I heard that's a participation trophy anyway.
Yeah, you can get one in every Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That McDonald's, please don't sue me.
Just
Please don't sue me, McDonald's. That wasn't aimed at you, McDonald's.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Except for the one that let him work the drive-through window.
Oh.
The weirdest drive-through
couldn't-
ever.
Why couldn't someone have done the shake bomb just then,
I know. Just chuck it at him.
Well, because they vetted the people who went through the drive-through window.
I'm sure.
They had to have, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
don't-
How's it sound to you guys? Let's get rolling in comics.
I think I'm okay with that. I think that maybe this whole comic thing that we came for is something that we should do. So why don't we discuss?
I'm pretty sure I'm the first one up.
So yeah, some new to order books, and I think you are up first, Tyler.
This works great. So Tad went through a ton of work putting together a.
It really wasn't.
It wasn't. It looks
No.
cool. Well,
No, it's mostly cut and pasting. Though I
Nice.
It's great.
did just notice that I did make if we post this video, it is
Mhm.
Baby Garfield number 1, not Baby Garfield number exclamation point.
We could
Yeah.
be starting a trend.
Yep. All right. So it's Baby Garfield number 1. Meet the tiny troublemaker before he became the lasagna-loving legend. A baby's big little moments are some of the most special and cherished experiences across doting parents, pet parents included. Join the sassy but oh so adorable Baby Garfield in navigating a series of universal firsts in this positivity silly new comic series perfect for Garfield lovers, feline fanatics, and readers of all ages. Oh, you see what they did there with the little cat puns? This is going to be from Grace Ellis, Michael Northrup, and Asia Simone, and Rob Justice. And final order cutoff is February 9th. It will be in stores March 18th.
From Kaboom.
Oh, so, did I say boom kaboom?
Yeah. Dead Teenagers. Number 1, there's no escaping high school. Since 1997, 5 friends have been trapped in the ultimate nightmare as a mysterious entity forces them to relive their first prom night over and over again and re-kills them in new and increasingly insane ways each time. Don't get any ideas, Phil, for Die? No, I do not want to relive prom. Particularly not a horror prom. They dress up, they party, they make out, and no matter what they try to change, they always die. Until now. Something is about to break the cycle that has kept Alicia, JT, Ryder, Brandy, and their group of friends locked in a bizarre purgatory beyond all understanding. But what they find on the other side will be the most disturbing revelation of all. This is from Jude Ellison S. Doyle with art by Caitlin Yarsky. Final order cutoff is February 23rd. In stores March 18th from Oni Press.
Next up, there's Gru, the Prophecy, number 1. From the living legends Sergio Aragonés and Mark Evanier, Gru and Ruferto travel far over the land and across an ocean to get away from those who fear Gru and his infamous bad luck. Our hungry pair of adventurers seems to be running toward catastrophe, though. The priestess Sibylla has visions of terror after terror arriving to her village, with only Gru also arriving to seemingly save her townspeople. Sergio Aragonés and Mark Evanier deliver another wild Gru ride, with Eisner-winning lettering by Stan Sakai and exquisite colors by Carrie Strachan. That's going to be a final order cutoff of February 23rd, in stores April 1st from Dark Horse Comics.
All right. I was really excited for this one. This is Lobo number 1. We got a Lobo series back, guys. The main man's back, baby, and his ride is a motorcycle. Whoa. His ride is a motorcycle that moves at the speed of sound, but only if that sound is a ripping guitar solo. And you better hop on before he leaves you in the dust with all the bastages he's fragged for money or convenience. The Eisner nominated creative team that brought you a fantastic parallel adolescence in the Midwest, the story of an artist who embraces darkness a little too closely, and the tale of a gunslinger with too much grit to stay buried brings you a classic yarn spun in the star-kissed threads of the cosmic DC universe. It's a gut-soaked path from DCKO to the end of the universe where Lobo is going to scratch his name and number in the source wall with a cool knife. Don't miss the mayhem, special guests, or tasty continuity. Don't you do it. Let's see here. February 23rd is final order cutoff. Will be in stores March 18th. And I forgot to mention this is Scotty Young.
And Jorge Corona.
Yeah, and Jorge Corona and from DC Comics.
Yep. Narco number 1. Marcus Westphal has a rare form of narcolepsy. When he gets excited, he passes out. He's adapted a homebound life, a harmless infatuation with the girl next door. But when he witnesses her murder and collapses, he becomes suspect number 1. Now he must leave his apartment to pursue a killer. This is from our dear friend Doug Wagner and Daniel Hilliard. In stores March 4th. Final order cutoff February 9th from Image Comics. I cannot wait for the insanity.
Gonna be cool.
Right, then there's Tigress Island. A group of down-on-their-luck actresses are kidnapped to an island prison run by a sadistic female warden. Working together is their only chance of escape, but trust issues abound. Action-adventure inspired by exploitation films. Ridiculously fun, seriously sexy. From Kindlin and...
Patrick Kindland and EPHK, I think.
Yep. That's Final Order Cutoff of February 16th, in stores March 11th from Image Comics.
Yeah. See, like we still have what's the word I'm looking for?
Kinks iron
Bugs,
out.
bugs in the system. Yeah, still have bugs in the system. Some graphic novels. All the cameras in my room. Razor sharp short stories from the greatest contemporary comic stylists in all the cameras in my room. Michael DeForge's hilarious and horny approach to comics fiction never disappoints. In figure skating, a star athlete's impossible feats captivate the world, turning a simple skater's rotation into a catalyst for national paralysis. While in Holiday Special, a narrator tells us about his favorite Christian holiday special that bears an uncanny resemblance to a certain bald headed boy and his dog classic. No matter the conceit, characters in all the cameras in my room stretch and flatten and spiral around each other and burrow deep into the folds of a reader's brain. This is from Michael DeForge at Drawn and Quarterly. Final Order Cutoff is February 9th, in stores on April 9th.
Okay.
That's you?
This is me. Beat
Okay.
Everyone Up. Written by Lan Pitts and art by Joe Hunter. Listen up. This is the fisticuff-filled tale of Princess Hylia of Terragur, a natural-born fighter since childhood. Hylia must head out into the wider world when her soon-to-be husband is groom-napped on their wedding day by the atrocious ape and would-be conqueror Gogo. But what does a sheltered princess know of the other realms? Well, not a whole lot. Luckily, Hylia is joined by her only only friend and bodyguard, the ice witch Sidra. Together, the pair will brave the deserts of Flaterra, the blizzards of Frostterra. You get the idea. Final Order Cutoff February 23rd, and this will be in shops March 18th from Mad Cave.
All right. This is the Book of Murmurs from Candace Perwin. Not all stories are spells, but all spells are stories. Thus begins the wisdom of the Book of Murmurs, a storybook Little Moon's mother reads to her at bedtime. When one day her parents are slain by the frightful Schneck, and the book is stolen by the mischievous
I
cat
think
witch.
that's Shank.
Shank, my bad. Stolen by the mischievous cat witch, these words will guide the girl on her quest to piece her world back together. It's going to be Final Order Cutoff February 2nd, in stores March 18th from Fantagraphics.
And check out my recent discussion with Eric Reynolds, the VP and co-publisher of Fantagraphics. That was a fun one.
Great. This one is certainly a fun title. He Rolled Me Up Like a Grilled Squid by Yoshiharu Suge, a manga icon's most perplexing, transgressive, and astounding work of horror and surrealism by the mid-70s. Suge Yoshiharu was a man changed by circumstance, something his work from 1975 to 1981 boldly reveals. The confusion and mental illness simmering beneath the surface of his more surreal works come to a rolling boil, reaching an unsettling and horrific crescendo in a series of nightmarish delusions. He Rolled Me Up Like a Grilled Squid captures a mid-career author taking stock of his anxieties and suspicions while connecting the dots between his seemingly monstrous present and his complicated past. Translated by Ryan Holmberg, it's going to be a Final Order Cutoff February 2nd, in stores April 1st from Drawn and Quarter. That sounds fantastic.
And I think it was a monotonous present, not a monstrous present.
I've got monsters on the mind today.
Yeah,
Either way, monotonous does look like monstrous a little bit. All right, Human Nature from Darren Aronofsky and Ari Handel and Jeff Welch, with art by Martin Morazzo. Meet Duke, once just an ordinary nobody, now an ego-driven billionaire, chicken magnate with nearly limitless wealth and power. But even endless fortune has limits, and Duke is obsessed with breaking the final barrier, death itself. Can he buy the key to defy death, or has his unchecked ambition finally gone too far? Overflowing with twisted humor, surreal adventures, and dazzling visuals, Human Nature hurdles readers into a bizarre yet unsettling familiar future, confronting unimaginable obstacles at every turn. This sounds great. Final order cutoff February 9th will be in shops March 25th from Abrams.
Lights of Niterói from Marcelo Quintanilla. In 1950s Brazil, somewhere by the beach, not far from Rio, Helcio, a young and promising soccer player, and his friend Noel spot someone fishing with dynamite. They decide to take a boat and steal some of the dead fish to make some money. The boat trip turns into a perilous journey as the two thieves embark on an adventure that will challenge their friendship. Inspired by the life of Marcelo Quintanilla's father, Helcio Quintanilla, this graphic novel is both a suspenseful thriller and breathtaking story about friendship. The final order cutoff of February 16th, in stores April 1st from Fantagraphics. And now let's check out some collections.
All right, The End League from Rick Remender, art by Matt Broom, Eric Canete, Andy McDonald. The New York Times best-selling hit series collected in one gorgeous volume. When gods fall and heroes fail, who saves the world? In a devastated world ruled by supervillains, the last surviving heroes embark on a desperate quest to find the mythic hammer of Thor, believing it to hold the key to restoring hope to humanity. This has a final order cutoff of February 2nd, will be in shops March 11th from Image.
The Ends from David and Maria Lapham. It's 1985, and Jennifer End and Angelo Rodriguez are deeply in love. But Jennifer can't reveal their relationship to her family. The Ends are considered by some to be traditional, but to most, they're known as intolerant, discriminatory, and bigoted. Her brother Jack is the worst of the bunch, a full blown hardcore skinhead. When Jennifer travels to Oceanside, a retirement home for veterans, to be with Angelo under the guise of visiting her grandparents, Jack discovers their relationship. Jack is crushed by the betrayal and decides it's time to take a stand. This was so fucking good. David Lapham he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. February 9th, final order cutoff, in stores March 11th. This is actually a colored version, even, which means that even though I have my nice hardcover, I might pick it up because there's been some interesting colorization of Lapham stuff lately. I forget who the colorist on this is, but it's someone who does good stuff.
All right, then there's The Voice Said Kill by Cy Spurrier and Vanessa Del Rey. Fargo meets Deliverance in this trippy fever dream thriller, juxtaposing gorgeously pastel sunsets and vibrant hues of the wilderness with shadowy nightmares and dark deeds. The wet heart of the Louisiana bayou. Alligator poachers prowl the mudbug mire. Park ranger, heavily pregnant, raises a hateful mug of moonshine with a criminal matriarch, and one deadly son of a bitch, out of his mind on shrooms and retribution, loads his rifle for the human hunt and screams down the stars. That is a final order cutoff February 16th, in stores March 25th over at Image Comics. That was, yeah, definitely a hell of a series. I do need to reread it all at once, but it is damn good.
All right.
Looks good. Yeah.
Some final order cutoffs. We have All the Living from Roman Murdoff at Fantagraphics, in stores February 25th. Archie X, The Army of Darkness, #1 from Eric Burnham and Bill Galvin at Dynamite, in stores February 4th. Black Moon Ritual, the Protopias collection from Itasha Womack and Aletha Martinez at AWA Feature Fic, in stores February 25th. Daredevil #1 from Stephanie Phillips and Lee Garbett at Marvel, in stores March 25th. Dork #1 from Brett Bean and Jean-Francois Belleau from Image Comics, in stores February 4th. First Freedom, the story of Opal Lee and Juneteenth from Angelique Roche, Alvin Epps, Millicent Monroe, Bex Glendening from Oni Press, in stores February 4th. And Metadogos from Berenice Motoy de Narbonne at Drawn and Quarterly in stores on March 4th. Still crowdfunding, we have Slice of Life, an anime character brought to life from Kat Kalemia and Phil Falco, Valeria Perry at Lifeline Comics on Kickstarter through January 8th, and From Chile to the Edge of Imagination, Jodorowsky and Rodriguez at Humanoids on Kickstarter on January 14th, a dual Kickstarter with Cosmo Pirates from Alejandro Jodorowsky and Pete Woods, and The Chasm of Resurrection from Gabriel Rodriguez and Haraji. And if you go full in for the $150, 2 hardcovers plus the original short story comic from Jodorowsky and Gabriel Rodriguez, then you'll be like me and a sucker. Anyway, moving on. Humble Bundle still has Adventure Time, $18 for 25 items for the Hero Initiative and Book Industry Charitable Foundation through January 8th. So yeah, 3 amazing books. This week, I mean, we kind of knew how it was gonna play out just because there were 4 books coming out that I even had interest in reading, and I still haven't managed to get my hands on a copy of Mary Sue #1, so I haven't read 2 or 3. But I did read Feral number 19, is it? Was really, really good. Tin Can Society #9 wrapped up the series and was really, really good. Lucky Devils #6 was, I'm not gonna say really, really good, but I think that's more a function of where in the series it is. It's the 6th of 9, so it's kind of that turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it's gonna be essential, and like it will read great, but like as an individual comic, it's
Yeah.
not all that it might be. So yeah, that's my 3 amazing books this week, because they're just light week in
It was
comics.
a short week, man, or a
Yeah.
small week.
Yeah. So, Phil, it sounds like your walk is almost as interesting as my 3 comics.
Yeah, it's it's not a whole lot going on. Didn't get out to the shop this week either. I don't think anything I was reading was coming out. So, you know, yeah, yeah. I can tell you that hmm, I have good news and bad news in the MLB 25 department.
Yeah.
So the bad news is that I still need to get it in. The good news is that the Switch will show up with the game already on there for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So I won't have to load it.
yeah, the digital deluxe edition was on sale for $10.
Oh, nice.
Down from 100. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So yeah, it was one of those where I was
So I
like,
even got the digital deluxe version.
digital deluxe, baby.
Ah, that's the one that I buy for myself. So that
There
makes
you
me
go.
really happy.
Heck yeah.
But,
So,
but
you know,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I'm literally running out of things to do on the last 3 versions, because
The last 3 years.
yeah, I pretty much wrapped
Wow.
up the stuff that I could do on 22, and now I'm kind of going through, and there's a handful of stuff that I hadn't done on 23, and I had literally done pretty much everything on 24, getting ready for 25, only to discover that it wouldn't play on my PlayStation 4, which
Son
made
of a
me
bitch.
really, really sad.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't play any baseball for like 6 months because I was really, really sad. And then I started playing 22 again, because that was the one that I'd played the least of.
They bring you out of your sadness, out of your funk.
It did a little bit, because I like playing baseball. But when I finally get to play 25, I'll get to play with Oscar Charleston, and I'll get to play with Cool Papa Bell, and like they haven't been on previous versions. I was a little disappointed, because I may like sometimes read about stuff. Normally they have all of the new Hall of Famers they'll do something for. And this year they didn't. Ichiro didn't get a Hall of Fame card. And because that's when I really went, oh, I want this because Ichiro's in the Hall of Fame and I haven't gotten to play with Ichiro yet. I still won't get to play with Ichiro.
Huh.
So hopefully next year.
Yeah, when you get the 26 one.
Right. Um, One Piece race. Tyler, did
Yeah.
you read any One Piece this week?
No, but I did watch some a little bit while I was working at the store.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea where it was
Sure,
at. Some
sure.
kid had it on,
Just
but
rub it in.
yeah,
Just
but it
rub it in because
was
I didn't read or watch any One Piece.
oh, okay. That's funny. No, I absorbed it by osmosis from
Okay.
some kid who was
I mean,
watching it.
and I'm sad because like we've just gotten to like the part where they start dealing with racism and slavery in the past,
Yeah,
and it's like getting really topical in really cool ways. And
I got to
I've
catch
just
up.
been really busy, so I'm still on chapter 626.
626. Where am I? Oh,
626. Yeah.
probably in the 300s. I don't know.
I think you were in the 400s before you left.
Four. Okay,
That
four.
sounds sounds like
Then that's where I'm
Yeah,
at.
you might have even cleared 5. I don't remember.
I'm gonna go back and look.
Yeah, we'd have to. I'd have to go back. I'm not going to go look at the notes right now. It
Yeah.
would take
I
too long to go
could
back
probably figure it out, but
Well, you
no,
just have to
no.
pull up your app and see where it's at.
Oh, that's true. Where's
Yeah.
my iPad's around here somewhere.
Yeah. So, Phil, did you read any manga?
I did not, unfortunately.
You know what I did read this week though, because
What's that?
because there was so little other stuff coming out. I did take the time to do some reading that I hadn't gotten around to. First, because it's part of my next American Nature Presents column, and he's such a weird dude that it's the part of it that I have had trouble writing. I read some more Jodorowsky. I read El Topo and Son of El Topo rather, which is like the sequel to his movie, which I watched the movie a while ago too. And I read a couple more volumes of The Bouncer. And like his westerns are as funky and weird and cool as his sci-fi, and like it's weird to like talk about westerns and sci-fi as being the same philosophical surreal. I mean, you remember when we read The Inkle, Tyler?
Yeah.
Imagine that in a western.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
So, I read some Jodorowsky, and I also read some Married Life with Archie.
Yeah, that's good.
I read some Married Life with Archie. So
Yeah.
so yeah. And I need to I have lined up to read um Kelly Thompson's run on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So I'm gonna have to do that soon.
That
So
sounds
yeah,
good.
most of that doesn't have anything to do with One Piece. So
No, but
But
what if it did?
why
Archie.
don't we jump into our best of 2025? This is part 2. This is where we make up categories. So I kind of feel like I like the older work that we discovered / rediscovered enough that I want to keep it for next year, and maybe the single issue. We decided on the single issue. Maybe the single issue. So we might be down to only one rotating category.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I also like those categories as stage runs.
Yeah. So the guaranteed to be rotating category again, because I feel like every year has a different, like last year it made sense to have the animal. There were so many good animal related comics, right?
Yeah, we had
And
Animal
this year-
Pound, Feral.
Right. This year it felt like it was a big monster year. So Here There Be Monsters is our category.
I gotta
And,
be honest. I took this kind of loosely because mine don't have
you did a
literal
little bit.
monsters. They don't have literal monsters in them, but
But you took it less loosely than Phil.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I saw what you picked the traditional monster books, and they all sound great, but it's one of those things where I realized that like I didn't want too many repeats of what I read. you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was one of those where I had to think outside the box. This first one, I guess part of it's because monstrosity and monsters are something that's important to me. And the way I think about them is less that they're about things that are scary or evil and just more about representations of the unknown. So I wanted the first Here There Be Monsters award to go out to all of the awesome comics that I haven't even heard of yet. Just because there are so many out there that I have
See,
to
this
know.
this is how Phil is very different from you, Tyler. You're very literal. Phil's like, how can I take this and completely not answer the question while still philosophically saying that I'm answering the question?
It is an answer to the question. It's celebrating continuing to find new series, and also recognizing.
Creative.
Isn't that what
It's
this
creative.
entire show is, though?
Well, yeah,
That's
but
not a best of 25.
I guess it's also
That's the best of always.
the best of all
Oh,
time. It sounded more fun in my head.
I mean, that could be your entire reintroduction list.
Yeah. Reintroduction list. What's that?
the third one. The next
That's our
the next
next one.
category.
The older work that we discovered or rediscovered.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Yeah, but like there's that but I'm talking about like even now, like knowing that
This is in the year of monsters. Phil couldn't come up
uh-huh.
with 3 monster books because he's a bum.
I well,
That's
hey
what I'm
now.
saying.
I'm saying I didn't want to throw in a book like I didn't want to mention, oh, I'm going to mention Lazarus for the 16th time because billionaires are monsters, like that's
You could have
I
like
almost I
you
almost
have
did that.
Hoopla. You
I
have
know.
Hoopla. You could have read one of the 17 Godzilla books that came out this year that
This is
were
There was a
great.
lot.
Yeah.
There were a lot.
I mean, Godzilla Heist.
I think was that this year? Was that this year? There was
Yeah,
the
it
Valentine.
was.
No, I think it was last year.
Oh.
Was the Valentine's Day special? I'm
Yeah, the Valentine. No,
because I
that
did
was
read
this
that
year.
one. Was that
That
this
was this year.
I
Yeah,
gotta.
yeah.
I apologize because
See,
I picked
look
that
at
up.
this.
What I gotta look that up right now. That doesn't feel like it was this year. That feels like it was last year.
All right. So
So
you did that for your first pick. What's your second
That
pick?
was
no. We
We're
all
doing
do our
round
first
robin.
picks. Round
Oh,
robin, man. I get to go now. We go in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Phil, Tad, Tyler. Learn to spell. You have a
Finally
comic
learned
shop now. You
The-
need
the
to know
guy-
how to
I
alphabetize.
got to alphabetize everything.
the dude with initials PU is at the top of the alphabet around here.
I never thought about that. That sucks, dude.
A little bit. A little bit. My parents didn't name me Peter because they didn't want me to be made fun of. So they really thought outside the box on that one.
So yeah, my top monster book is a hilarious swords and sorcery, feminist swords and sorcery book called Babs from Garth Ennis and Jason Burroughs at Ahoy.
Yeah.
It was just fucking great. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm gonna have to check it out because I'm a really big Garth Ennis fan. But
Yeah.
I went with someone that you're a fan of, Tad, Tyler Boss.
Yeah, though I do have one quick thing. Wasn't this part of one of your lists last week?
Gasp.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was.
He doesn't even remember.
No.
Check the tape.
It was. Yes, it
We're
was.
going to the tape.
Yes, it was. Okay.
Go ahead.
But anyway, You'll Do Bad Things.
It was great. You'll Do Bad
I
Things.
loved it. Yeah. Adriano
great.
Tortolici was on art. It was just really good.
Boss writing. Yeah. It was very good. It's very good. Now for
I
Phil's.
won't use it again.
I mean, it would be a legit miniseries pick.
No, I got a few others for that.
Okay. It just
like it enough to pick
throw
it
it out.
twice, but
I mean,
not
it was a
enough for
little
favorite
weird that you
miniseries.
picked it as the nonfiction, but I mean,
No.
I didn't pick for nonfiction.
I know
Whoa.
you didn't. No, you didn't pick anything for nonfiction. That's where the joke was, Tyler.
Oh, okay. I'm like, look, I'm a little bit stressed lately, but I do know that that's fiction.
Well, you think it's fiction, but really it was your own story. He was writing about you. You didn't know.
Yes, I didn't even
the-
know that it was me being written about.
Yeah,
all the bad things you don't even remember doing.
Right.
My number two.
So your top pick.
What's that?
Your top pick.
No, I didn't.
No, Phil, this is your
What's
top
going
pick
on?
because you didn't pick a top one.
Oh,
What's that? No, I'm
this is your third pick.
no.
I'm
We skipped
messing.
the second one.
I'm messing
What's
with you.
this is I don't know about 22 panels after dark anymore, guys. I'm too easily bullied. My number two pick is gonna be
Your number 3 pick wasn't anything, but okay, your number 2 pick.
well, my number three pick it was existential. Anyway,
Well,
so my
but I'm reading this here, and
uh-huh.
so is your number 2 pick in parentheses.
Yeah, yeah. So I actually I read the first issue of this. I did pick up the first issue of this on a whim. I like this is Lost Fantasy by Kurt Pyers, Franklin Jonas, Maxi Dallo, and Mark Dale and Micah Myers over at Image. I read the first issue. I found it very intriguing, but it was literally it was like a trade waiter sort of thing. It's like, okay,
No,
this is
I've
interesting.
actually read the first 3, but
Okay.
I need to read the trade.
What's the
Yeah.
current one? I just saw it on my shelf, but I don't remember what number it is.
5 or
Uh,
6.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good if the first trade isn't out already, then it is soon. But yeah, so it was one. It's just again, it's me finding a way to celebrate a book that looks cool that I want to read that without retapping the well too many times. And it is a book that has monsters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It is. It is. 8 is coming out in February. 7 comes out in January. So 6 is the one that just hit the shelves. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So Chad,
Sounds good.
what's your number two monster
Oh,
pick
and
there?
volume 1 hit the shelves on November 19th. So
Well,
like
there we go.
for Trade Raider, you should have the trade,
I
man.
might have. It's well, but that also requires spending money. It will
Well,
be a Hoopla pick. I'll
but
check it
like
out.
I have only read the single issues on Hoopla, so I'm pretty certain the trade is also on Hoopla.
Exactly, yeah. I just this is
My
my
number 2 book is Godzilla versus America. There were, I think, 4 issues of this so far this year. You had Godzilla, the lead. I mean, leading off was Godzilla versus Chicago, and it had both Tim Seeley and Carolyn Cash doing, which I mean, that just set the tone right there. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, so we're gonna have both mainstream people and like alternative comics people, fucking a. Um, and it literally ended with Godzilla going off to Indiana and the main characters saying "fuck Indiana." So I mean, you just can't get better than that. Uh yeah. And then Dave Baker brought footnotes to the LA stories, and Jesse Lonergan had one of the Boston stories, and yeah, I just loved my Godzilla versus America.
They were good.
It's really it was hard actually not to make Godzilla versus America my top monster book this
Well, you
year.
put
But
yours
but
up
there's a
before
good reason.
yeah, your next one was a big one for me for sure.
Yeah.
But my next one is Far Down Below
Oh, so good.
from Chris Condon and is it Gage Shaw?
Geggy,
Geggy
Geggy, I think.
Shaw
Geggy
and
Shaw.
Nathan Kemp from Mad Cave.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was really good. I waited for the trade for that one. So
Yeah,
I literally just read it because the trade
so
came
good.
out.
Yeah, it was so good though. So I mean,
Yeah,
this is why Chris Condon all over the place was my wild card, because like this was maybe the least of his books this year, and it was still that fucking good.
it was really good. I mean, I
You
love
know?
the whole story, of
Right,
the house, everything.
right.
All right.
So
All right, Phil, let's get to it. Your
Oh, my number one.
number
My number
yeah.
one.
one for Here Be Monsters is FML by Kelly Sue, David Lopez, Chris Peter, and Clayton Coles at Dark Horse. Yeah, it's one that I really really loved.
Oh,
How
it's so fucking good.
her son just turned into a weird fuzzy monster.
Werewolf,
Yeah, well, he doesn't even seem wolf-like.
kind of,
Yeah,
kind
he's a
of a
big
werewolf,
he's a
kind
big
of
fuzzy
a
guy.
yeah,
He's something all right, but
yeah.
So yeah, it's the
He's
way
like a
it's.
cross between a werewolf and Grimace.
Well, he's not purple. That's just Grimace is a little too horrific here. I wouldn't worry about that guy. But yeah, it's a representation of monstrosity that definitely speaks to me, and it's reflective of how I'd want to treat monsters in my own work. So yeah, that's why it's my top spot.
Well, and similarly, Orla from John Lees and Sally Cantorino takes my top spot because the Ick is the coolest monster ever.
Hmm.
Uh,
I've got Orla coming up later in the conversation. Didn't I?
well, I thought it came
Maybe I
up
did.
last time for you.
Oh, last time. Yep.
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
it's
you
still
brought
coming
up.
up.
No, it's here. It's here
Oh,
in
you
the
have it
single
again?
issues. Yep.
So yeah, you getting all over the Orla this year. Uh, be careful, Tyler, because if you're not nice to her,
Hmm.
it won't go well for you. Yeah,
Can you
this is
imagine
what I'm saying.
being the guy that likes her? That guy when he discovered like what's going on. He's like, oh
He's
shit.
pretty awesome. The fact that he just like kicked back, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so yeah,
Um, do you got Orla? Exquisite Corpses from James Tiny and the Fourth and Michael Walsh. This has been fun.
it has. I'm a couple issues behind, but
Okay.
but
Then I won't
I
spoil
like the
which
uh, I totally love the whole concept of like these crazed killers getting dropped in a small town to duke out who gets to rule the world for the next 5 years.
yeah. Right. So these political leaders, they hire
Well, business leaders.
business
They're
leaders.
they're
Yes.
way
Thank
more
you.
business leaders than. I mean, I know that we
It's a dogfight, but it's
yeah.
with serial killers, you know?
Right. 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 It's
But
it's
it's
pretty
it's been great.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. So our another new category, but one that we like enough that I think it's coming back next year. An older work that we either discovered or rediscovered this year.
Mm.
Um, and Phil actually literally just changed his, and he's not
Damn, yeah.
actually. It's not that old of a work because I think like the number that he's putting up there is like maybe 2 years old, but I'll allow it.
Okay. Yeah, but, it's still it didn't come out this year. This is the
That's true.
designated.
That's true.
The
That's true.
designated didn't come out this year one. But it was especially
I
because
think
I
there was an issue this year,
okay.
though.
Okay. Um, I'm not sure which one that was, but
I mean, to be fair, there was an issue of my top book this year too, so
oh yeah, yeah.
I
So
can't.
you know what happens. But this is Pee Pee Poo Poo by Carolyn Cash over at Silver Sprocket. I picked this up when I visited Portland this year back in February, number 420, and it was fucking hilarious and
Oh
magnificent.
yeah.
So it was one that, it's kind of funny because I remembered one of the other one shots what that I picked up there was Sobek by James Stocco. So I probably should have
Right.
put that in my Here Be
Right.
Monsters, but I didn't think of it fast
And
enough.
yeah, yeah.
That's why
And
I did a
yeah,
last minute change.
yeah. Carolyn, we got to still need to get Carolyn on the show. We've talked about it a few times, but we haven't actually pulled it off. And she's taking over Nancy, I think,
Oh
a couple
wow.
days ago.
Holy
She
cow.
she'd done a fill-in for Olivia. She'd done like a week of fill-ins for Olivia James already, but
Uh-huh.
but she's the official new Nancy artist, I believe, as of the
Wow.
first.
Just artist or do we like I know
Everything, everything.
well, yeah, I mean Olivia James was uh, a pen name, right? For
Right.
someone? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So interesting. Very interesting.
So yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward
So
to
was
seeing
okay,
more of
are there
her
actually
more of her Nancy.
420 issues or was that a one-off
Absolutely
thing?
No, no. She
In no way,
she
I
shape, or
don't know
she
anything about
she
it.
you've never read Pee Pee Poo Poo? Oh, you would
Maybe.
like Pee Pee Poo Poo.
yeah,
It
it's damn
Um,
funny. It's on Hoopla.
it
okay, okay.
is.
There are
It
four
is.
issues. The numbers are number 1, number 69, number 420, and number 80,085.
That's awesome. Okay.
Was the first one actually number one? I don't feel
I
like the
have no
first one
idea.
was number one.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
I just know that
I
I
don't
just have
think
I
that
just
she's
see the number
actually had a
associated.
number one yet.
No. So okay. So if these dates on Hoopla are to be believed, issue 69 was April 4th, 2023. Uh, issue 420 was April 18th, 2023. And then number one was August 13th, 2024. And number
Okay.
80,085 is November 14th,
Okay.
2023.
That's right. There was a number one. It just wasn't the first issue.
It was the fourth.
Right.
Yeah.
420 was actually 2021. So you gotta
Oh,
go.
really? Okay.
I
So
think
the
she was
dates on
still
Hoopla are not to be believed.
well, that's when it went up on Hoopla.
Oh.
But when it came out from Silver Sprocket, I want to say um I want to say 420 she made while she was still in Chicago. She's out in
Yeah, there was some
Philadelphia
Chicago
now.
humor there. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no. Carolyn's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
But yeah, uh your third first older work
well,
that you discovered,
and
rediscovered?
this is another Tyler needs to come back because we need to talk about volume 10
Yeah.
of Monstrous, which I just read also this week and was so good. Um, this is one of those series that actually defines to me the books that I need to trade weight because each issue is so dense that I have a lot of trouble reading it monthly.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree. Yep.
I read the first trade relatively soon after it came out, and I kind of tried to pick up monthly then, and it just didn't work. And it wound up being years before I read the first book and then years before I actually managed to like get caught up after that. Not ever because it wasn't good, but because like it's a commitment. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
In a way that most comics aren't, and not in a bad way
Yeah,
that they're
I had
not, you
a
know.
similar experience. I actually was buying it monthly, I think through, I want to say issue 30 or 40. But hadn't read it since that first volume, because of the same sort of thing of, I couldn't really read it month to month, and I never sat down to binge through it all.
Right.
It's a great series, and
So
like I
so
said, yeah,
good.
we got to do number 10 um, very soon. We should get that on the calendar. Um, let's see.
Well, Tyler, what's your first pick for rediscovered older work?
Have you guys heard of? Oh, it's not on my desk. It's on my kitchen table. It's a book called Motherfuckers.
I have not heard of this book.
I have because I I only kickstarted it enough to have the well, and we talked about it on the air as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Because when it was kickstarting, one of the things Magnetic does that I like is they'll let you do like a $2 support to open up the what the hell do they call it? The give you access to the add-ons and whatever. So like you can commit $2 and then when the thing's funded and whatnot, decide if you're going to do more. And I wound up because I knew it was going to be in comic shops, not actually doing anything through the Kickstarter, but it's been on my radar since. You've been reading it? You like it?
Yeah. I have the first three hardcovers of it.
Okay.
And
I think there are 4 total,
okay,
or will be 4 total.
I have the first 3, and I'm only in the first one right now, and it's good.
Yeah. Well,
It's
isn't it like both written and drawn by Run?
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And
So
then
Run of Run DMC is a cartoonist.
Wow. I didn't
yeah,
know.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
let me go grab it quick, and I'll show you what it looks like, Bill. It looks cool. Hold on, be
Wow,
right back.
Yeah,
that's
no, it's fantastic.
absolutely incredible.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely need to actually read it. It's just one
Yeah,
of the ones that I've known of it for a long time, and then Magnetic put it out. I'm like, oh, now I
Here's
really
the
need to do it. Yeah,
here's
Oh,
the
damn.
volume 1.
Awesome.
yeah,
It's
That does
very
look super
graffiti,
cool.
like, and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
Oh
it's
yeah.
awesome.
Nice.
It's
yeah.
it's really cool.
Okay.
Anyway, so I just discovered that recently, and I was kind of like, wow, that's been out for a while. How come I just find out what this is?
Well, I mean, really, because it was made originally a long time ago, but it hasn't been available until really recently. It was like one of
06?
those. It was like one
wow.
of well, '06 is when it was made, but like that
Yeah,
version came out this year.
correct.
Mhm.
And I don't think it's really been available in between. It's almost
Oh,
one of those things that was like I think it was, and yeah, I could be kind of wrong on this, but it feels like it spent most of the last 20 years being one of those books that lots of people had heard about and nobody had ever actually seen.
mm, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Um,
Well,
and
it's
obviously not
fun.
nobody, but yeah. Oh, and I just talked to the publisher of Magnetic Press, Mike Kennedy, recently. So that's another interview that people should go listen to because he's a cool guy.
Hmm.
There you go.
So Phil,
Oh
your
yeah.
number 2.
My number 2 is Bitch Planet by Kelly Sue DeConnick, Valentine
So good.
DeLandro, Chris Peter, Clayton, Coles. Yes?
Yep,
Coles?
Yeah,
you got it
it's
right
Coles.
twice today.
Okay, I'm on a
Look
hot
at
streak. All
you.
right, what I lack in being widely read, I try to make up for in pronunciations over at Image. Yeah, we again, like I mentioned, it's this type of double dipping that I already know I'm doing that I try not to repeat too much. But yeah, reread.
You mean 2 Taconic books already?
No, I meant giving Bitch Planet 2 awards because I gave it my oh wait, no, I took it away. I took away its mentioning for nonfiction award. That's right.
Well, no,
That's right.
did you
I
wind up
did.
taking away? Okay.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. 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 It did, but it was still fantastic. This year was the first time I'd reread the series
Because
since it
I
come out.
seem to remember giving you a hard time about
Yes.
the fact that like
Well, because it was the last second where I remembered that I read
okay.
suddenly One Summer Came from Hell by
Oh,
Shelley
okay.
Bond.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
Um,
We took it away after the
Liz
fact.
Prince, yeah.
It wasn't even
Hmm.
a taking away off the air.
No,
You told
I did.
Kelly Sue and Valentine that they had won and
Yes,
then took it away.
it was worse than
You
La
were
La Land.
that
Yeah,
kind of you were like
yeah.
the Kanye steal the
I would
award
I
because
would
you
I would
decided
prefer
that
not to invoke Kanye at this time.
that
But
that was
yes,
why I did
yes, it
it.
was. It was rude, and
What?
that's
What's wrong with Kanye?
we don't have time, Tyler. We don't have time.
Well, he did call him Kanye rather than Ye. So,
Exactly.
clearly he
Oh
doesn't
no.
My son
he's
pointed out to
behind
me the
the
other day. He said, had Kanye been serious about running for president years ago, 10 years ago,
Mhm.
we could now be having President Yi,
I don't
in,
know.
in
I mean,
office.
it's oh, let's try to avoid that timeline at all costs. But yeah, but Bitch Planet is still a hell of a book. If you haven't read it yet, go ahead and read it now, and hopefully it's coming back soon. Or at least coming back eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my number 2 is a book that like I love so much that I'm amazed that I it had flown under my radar and I'd never read any of it until this year.
I
And
only
I
read one
think
issue.
I think
You've
Mark
heard of
Pro.
Jonah Hex, though, right?
Yeah, I've heard of Jonah Hex, but and I think I've even read some Jonah Hex, but I never read any of this run of Jonah Hex.
Okay.
Even though it's a relative, like I sold issues of this run of Jonah Hex. It was leading into New 52.
Yep.
Then turn
So it
into
wasn't,
Western Tales or something like that.
yeah, All-Star Western, I
That's it.
think.
Something like that.
But like Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray's take on Jonah Hex, where almost all of them are one and done issues, a couple of short story arcs. They've got a who's who of artists, like a
There's
who's
an
who of
issue that
artists.
Jeff Lemire does.
Jeff Lemire did an
That's
issue.
that's the one issue I picked up. Yep.
Darwin Cook did, I think, 3 issues. Fiona Staples did an
Oh yeah.
issue pre-saga.
Yep. That's for sure.
Jordy Bernay probably did the most issues. And still only did like a dozen or so out of the like 70. Like Eduardo Riso did an issue.
Hell yeah.
I mean, like again, a who's who, and like it was one of the things that we talked to Jimmy about when we had him on, because like we reached out to him because we've been reading this on the Pulp Blotter. So like this is the year in review in many ways for me. Essentially like the way they planned it out, because they were doing one and dones, like anytime he was a con or whatnot, he'd pitch whoever, hey, you want to show a Hex issue? And they'd be like, I don't know, what's the deadline? He's like, a year? And they go, oh, hell yes. And then they'd write the story specifically for the artist.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, they were in this unique place to make it that much easier to get some really great talent, etc. And yeah, if you like Western comics at all, and frankly, in a lot of ways, if you just like good comics, Jonah Hex is something that you need to go.
Did John
go
Severin
explore some.
do an issue?
I don't think so. I'm not certain he was even still around.
No. He was alive when it was coming out. Pretty sure, because I remember. Let me look this up.
It's really funny, guys. On my screen, the three of us are stacked,
Yeah.
and it looked like Phil was looking up at Tad as he was like Brady Bunch style. Like,
oh, that's
yeah.
funny.
So,
John Severin died in 2012.
Yeah, and that's after the New 52.
No.
Really?
Yeah, New 52 was like 2011, 2010 even.
Really?
It is 2011. So yeah, no, Severin might have been around.
Yeah, so because I remember seeing something about like some Western stuff that he had drawn. It might have
Well,
been
I mean,
entirely.
I know Severin has done lots of Western stuff and possibly even Jonah Hex. I just don't remember if he was part of that run.
Yeah. Sorry, don't mean to.
No. That's
sidetrack.
I completely understand. But yeah, no, it was really, really outstanding. Oh, wait a minute. There is a. It's like there's a new Jonah Hex series coming.
I think I'd seen maybe that something else. I didn't remember too much about it though, but possibly. But Tyler, what was your second pick for older work this year?
Pretty much everything by Jason. Have you read any Jason comics?
I have not. No, I've heard of him, but I haven't read any.
Yeah, they're deep. They're cool. He's got a way with interjecting his anthropomorphic characters into very deadpan writing, and it's cool. I really like it.
All right.
Yeah, no, I loved his new book this year. One of my highlights of the year that people haven't seen yet, because it'll be in American Nature Presents number 4, or at least it will start in American Nature Presents number 4, is I actually did an email interview with Jason.
Yep, I heard that.
That
That's
was
awesome.
that was a lot of fun. He's a cool guy. I love his work. I went back and revisited it all while I was doing that which isn't that hard because he does a lot of silent work. So like
Yeah, like the
as
two
deep as
books
you can dive into it, you can also like breeze sometimes if you're really just trying to
well,
get a
not
feel
not only
whatnot.
did Chad, did you and I do that kind of deep dive into Jason's work, but then also you gave me a couple Jason books for a
Yeah.
gift.
Didn't I
And
give you Almost Silent?
yep,
Yep.
and I've absorbed it is probably the best
Yeah.
word that I could come up with. It's
Yeah.
really good. And
Yeah.
so that's been really meaningful to me this year. Is like something that, oh man, I should have been onto this guy.
Yeah, Phil, there's a lot of Jason on Hoopla. You
All
should
right.
you should go check out Jason.
He's like Cher. He
Absolutely.
just goes by just Jason.
Nice.
Yeah,
He does. He's
Jason's
Norwegian, I think, or Finnish or
Yeah,
something.
All right.
no, he's Norwegian, though he lives in Trieste now.
Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry, Montpelier. Um, when he moved there is when he wrote Werewolves of Montpelier.
Uh-huh.
He spent time in America. He's moved around a little bit, but he's been in Montpelier for a while. Does anthropomorphic comics, but like in a very non-Disney style.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Very like almost depressing. I mean,
more mouse-like even.
I mean, really, it's almost like they're humans wearing masks, but they're not masks.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Like you would think the main character is a man just wearing this rabbit mask with these ears that flop down, and he's just going about his day,
Right. Yeah, no, apparently, and I've fallen in love with these movies since then. He's a big Jim Jarmusch fan.
Oh,
so if you've watched many Jim Jarmusch movies, he's got Jarmusch movies. I think the thing that holds them together is no matter what the overreaching plot or whatever is, and he does some weird stuff. He's got a vampire movie, he's got a Western, he's got a hitman movie, but like they're very much about the space in between. They're slice of life movies that have breathing room and a lot of scenes that are just there because they would be there, not because they're designed to advance the character or the plot. I mean, they don't necessarily not advance the character or the plot, but really it's like, I mean, I don't want to say that he puts them going to the bathroom because I don't remember if he actually does, but it's that sort of thing where it's like, you're not necessarily seeing the obvious, oh, this is the beat that we would show in this storytelling. You're seeing, we're talking over breakfast, or we're going to the movie together.
Yep.
And like Jason sometimes has that feel too, where he gets a lot of the in between beats, almost more than the action beats, in a really cool way. Sorry, I didn't mean to like talk more about Jason than you did, Tyler. This was supposed to be your pick.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm glad because I know you're a fan of Jason, so
such a fantastic creator.
Phil, let's keep it rolling.
Yeah. Fantastic creators. My top pick for older work that I rediscovered, it had been on my radar for a long time, but it was actually for my very first pick for this podcast, joining as, a regular is Heathen by Natasha Alterici, along with Woods Deering Martinez over at Vault. Absolutely incredible book. All-timer. I need to buy it. It needs to be on my shelf. I need to,
Yeah.
it's magnificent.
I'm gonna check it out.
My top. This is like, this falls into the category of, I have to say that I discovered it because I hadn't read. I'd read teeny tiny tidbits before this year just because it had never been collected. So managing to put your hands on, Paul had sent me some stuff that he happened to have digitally, and I'd come across some on the web, but again, not collected in any way until this year, is Paul Pope's original self-published series THB, which is like coming of age tale on Mars with a weird Super Ball that gets wet and becomes a bodyguard sidekick type thing to the female lead. Yeah, I don't even know how to fully describe it, except that, like, everything that, I mean, and don't get me wrong, he's done great work since then. Like, so 100% and Heavy Liquid and things like that have only, but like Paul Pope has been getting huge accolades forever, and this is like a huge part of the reason why. People who got their hands on this book were able to see that this was a guy that looked at comics, I don't quite want to say differently, because you can see the influence of like all of comics. He's influenced. I mean, he was working for Kodansha during the day while he was drawing THB at night. So, there's manga influence. He's a connoisseur of comic strips and went to Ohio State, and therefore spent plenty of time at the Billy Ireland, just like, and it all makes it in, and it's just fucking beautiful and thought-provoking and funny, and yeah, THB by Paul Pope. The first collected volume came out this year. There will be 3 or 4. The next one's coming out this spring, and I cannot wait. Yeah.
All right.
So, okay, Tyler.
I'm going with the entire Invincible universe, right? Because it's a rediscovery. I'm not discovering it. My
Rediscovery is on the list.
Yeah, my young customers that are enjoying the Netflix show or the whatever it's on.
I think it's Amazon.
Amazon, yeah, the Invincible show. Coming in asking for Capes. Capes is a new series based on that
right
cartoon. And so it made me dig out some of my old Invincible trades and issues, and it's like, holy cow. And then there's old Battle Beast stuff that I have. There's old, there was a few different spin-offs at the time, and they're bringing them all back now into continuity. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So Robert Kirkman's attempt at superheroes, and I loved it.
Yeah, no, essentially he came up with Invincible when they didn't give him Spider-Man.
That's awesome.
He wanted to write Spider-Man. He didn't get the job, so he made Invincible instead.
Was he working for Marvel at the time?
Yeah, because he did like Marvel Zombies and a handful of other things.
Ultimate X-Men for a little while. He created Eric O'Grady, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah. All right. So top single issues.
Yeah.
We should probably try to go, and I hate it because these have been so much fun, but I know Tyler's coming close to turning into a pumpkin, so we should probably try to
look at these
orange
bags under my eyes. Look at these bags. Look at those bags. I'm an old man.
So we should try to get through our single issues a little bit faster than the rest, so we can blast through the books we hope will be spectacular.
Sure.
So, Bill, your number
Uh,
3
my number 3 is the
single
Power
issue leader.
Fantasy number 10 by Gillen Wingard, Coles Hughes over Image. That was absolutely incredible series. That's where I got back to being current on that issue. It came out on my birthday. I had some light boxing as I was reading it. That was absolutely, yeah, it was stunning. It was great. It'll stick with me. The experience of reading that issue felt like I was discovering secret messages in the book. It was wonderful.
That's awesome.
All right. I just got to talk about this one with the publisher of this one, Eric Reynolds. Tales of Paranoia by Robert Crumb. So Robert Crumb's always been an interesting figure. Did either of you get a chance to read this?
I have not.
No, no.
Okay, so what's hard to tell from this is whether Robert Crumb is seriously an anti-vaxxer or being um
Facetious kind of.
satirical of anti-vaxxing. And even if he's serious, you can tell that he's self-reflective enough that like it's not clear how seriously he wants you to how to put. I mean, if it was anybody but Robert Crumb, or even if it was Robert Crumb anywhere except maybe Fantagraphics or Drawn and Quarterly, you'd read this book and it'd be like Frank Millie's Holy Terror, and it'd be like, dude, what the fuck happened to you? But between the fact that like it was reputably produced and the fact that it's among his strongest works from a visual and storytelling standpoint, and it has just enough real self-reflection and or I don't want to say quite tongue in cheek, but like understanding of how crazy parts of it sound that you don't know. I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't feel like he's trying to convince you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know if he's convinced. But either way, it makes you see like some of the like crazy conspiracy theory type people that are easy to just write off as idiots or inhumane or whatnot. It forces you to look at them in a much more human light.
That does certainly sound interesting.
I mean, like this, I haven't reread it yet because I'm not ready to reread it, but it's been in the back of my head since I read it. Because it does it, like if nothing else, what it succeeds at is really humanizing a group of people that people like me have trouble sometimes treating as individuals rather than monolithic, red pilled whatevers. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
I get that.
So yeah, that's my number 3. Best single issue. Even though it's been like sunk in my head ever since, which just says something about my number 2 and my number 1. So Tyler,
All right. Well, I
your
went
number
with
3 is an awfully good one too.
Orla number 1, from John Lees and Sally Cantorino, from Mad Cave. When this, I mean, I've read John's stuff for a long time, but this attempt at like a monster book from him is really cool.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I've enjoyed
this is
all of
among
his.
my favorite John Lee's work, and I am also a huge John Lee's fan. And this was like next level stuff for him.
I thought so too. Like it just was super creative, and you know, it I don't know. I just loved it, and it was creepy, so it was right up my alley. You know,
Right.
um, yeah. Phil, what's your number two?
My number two for single issues was Lazarus Fallen #6 from Rucka Lark Arcus Mayer over Image. Thanks for filling in my next one for me. And have you stayed up? Have you stayed current with Lazarus there, Tyler?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So you read that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a hell of an
Yes.
issue. That was like a
Yep.
whoa, what the damn hell? It was really
Yep.
hard to pick between
Yeah.
that and the issue where Infinity's new power emerged. Yeah, it's great. It's
I
top
agree.
notch.
Yeah, it was cool.
6-7,
Um,
heck yeah.
That actually
six,
fits nicely.
seven.
That fits. I mean, I don't know if 6-7's a Daria thing or not. I'll have to ask her. But it does lead me nicely into this because Daria Ferruhar is one of the younger cartoonists that I've gotten really into. And her book, I Need to Kill My Boyfriend's College Roommate, put out by Ryan Carey at Four Color Apocalypse, was just outstanding for um like that Gen Z look at misogyny and the world in general. And I mean, it's kind of autobiofiction. I had her on the show, and it's autobiofiction. She obviously didn't kill her boyfriend's college roommate or do half the stuff, but it does do just a really good job of like not just putting yourself in the shoes of a minority female navigating the world, but like really kind of brings out some of the more uniquely Gen Z things. I mean, more and more, and 6-7 is actually, I mean, I love that you did that, because it's one of the things that made me start really thinking about the different life experiences that older millennials have, even versus younger millennials, and certainly um older millennials and Gen Xers versus Gen Zers, in terms of like, if you're 22 right now,
Mhm.
Donald Trump has been your president for more than half of the time that you've been paying attention.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
And he's been in the political scene the whole time.
The whole time since 15.
Right. If you're 22 right now, you got to see a little bit happen because of Uvalde, but in general, you have had to do mass shooter drills every year of your life and had to listen to people go, yeah, there's nothing we can do. Even as you like, if you're even remotely worldly, go, really? Because they seem to do just fine in all of these other places.
Yep.
Why can't we do it here? um, never mind, how much less a college degree is worth and how much more a college degree costs. And yeah, so this was definitely another one of the books that just really stayed with me this year. Yeah. So
Cool.
Tyler, why number 12? That's going to be my big question here, because I love this book, and I'm trying to remember what number 12 was and why it became the special one for you.
Well, I love the series in general,
I mean,
and
we should introduce it. I was letting you introduce it. I didn't actually name it.
yeah, Minor Arcana from Jeff
Yeah.
Lemire, from Boom. Okay, the number 12 is arbitrary. Any of the issues would have been cool. I that was just the latest one that I read, and I'm not kidding.
I believe you.
You said a single issue, and I'm like, I really enjoy Minor Arcana, and I got
No,
to fit it in here.
I love it. I just love that I went with the I went with the I'm gonna ask him why number 12, and you're like, because it was the last one.
Oh yeah, no,
Talk about your recency bias.
yeah. I could have put number one for, you know what I mean? But no, it's just a super cool series. Having to, and I'm really interested in that weird occult stuff of doing tarot readings and things like that. Not because I think
Right.
it's true, but because I just think it's fascinating that people
Yeah.
believe this. And
Right.
then uh number
Yeah.
12 is just the most recent one I read. So
Yeah.
there you go.
No, that's fair. All right. Same question for Phil, and it
Yeah.
better not be the most recent one you read,
No.
because
Way
there have been
no.
there have been
Heck
more recent
no.
episodes.
No, it would have meant I reread the issue most recently. This is Assorted Crisis Events number 3 from Dennis Camp, Eric Zawadsky, or Zawitsky?
Zawitsky.
Zawitsky,
Yeah.
Jordi Belair, Hassan Atsmain El How over at Image. That's the Hearth 1, Hearth 2 issue. It made me cry multiple
Okay.
times.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
that when I read it, I was like, this is, if not my book of the year, absolutely the number one single issue of the year. Hell yeah. I want I that's the issue that if I mean I'm gonna end up buying volume one of the trade several times over for friends as a gift.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for that issue specifically. Yeah.
Right.
So damn good.
Yeah. So my top single issue, um, partially just because it was so good, but partially because of all of the hardcore Easter eggs that they built into it. Like the website that was crossed off, but then if you went to it, it was a real website, and then
Uh,
the things you could do at the website to find Easter eggs on the website that were related to the book, and the phone number that was on the menu in the book that was a real phone number that you could call and you would get a message related to the book.
wow.
Chris Condon, Jeffrey Allen Love, and I should have put down the guy that did all the media stuff. He was on our show, and I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Just pulled out all the stops on the multimedia experience around News from the Fallout, the series in general, but they kicked it off with number one, and most of the multimedia stuff they had in place at that point to like dig deep into, and it's just a really beautifully done comic with a kind of slightly different take on a nuclear apocalypse type thing to begin with. So when you put all that together, I just like it was the single issue event of the year for me. And once again, Chris Condon all over the fucking place.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. News from the fallout.com. I'll tell people to just go whether you've read it or not, and I'll toss out
Experience
like,
it.
yeah, click
See
all
how it
over the
works on a
place.
phone.
You might want to highlight entire pages.
Mm.
Things might happen when you do that. Like when in doubt, just select all and see what
See
you
what
see.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Tyler,
All right.
your top single issue comic. Is
This
this also
this
the
one
most recent
is
one, or does this have a reason?
ironically,
It is
it
the most
does have
recent one,
it
but it
is the
has a
most
reason.
recent. Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Absolute Batman is killing it this year. And in the issue 15, I know many people know what it is already, but Scott Snyder and Jacques teamed up again, and they are bringing back the Joker, and it reveals this backstory of how um, Alfred's been telling Bruce this story of that the Joker is the man he's been chasing,
Okay.
and it's just
I got to
really
get caught
revealing.
up on Absolute Batman. I'm caught up on Absolute Wonder Woman. I am caught up on Absolute Martian Manhunter. I've read the first issue of Absolute Superman, and I think the first 2 issues of Absolute Flash, and like the first 3 issues of Absolute Batman.
Okay.
And I need to,
So,
yeah.
so it's
Mhm.
just a really unique take on introducing the Joker into this universe.
Well, and Batman just crossed over into Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman will be in Batman next month, so it's time for me to catch up.
Hmm.
Even
Okay,
even if
cool.
Joker's not normally the reason that would get me to catch up. You convinced me, Tyler. You won with your tattooed fingers. I
With my
forget what your
tattooed
fingers
finger.
say.
Well, the back of my hand was supposed to also get tattooed, but I ran out of time, and then
Okay.
Raina was
Uh,
born, and then look at that, 7 years went by.
wow.
So it's not a word on your fingers?
Oh, it is for the year 2013.
Oh, okay.
Um, so it's the number 13
13.
in Roman numerals, and I got married in July 13th of 2013. So
Okay.
I, at the time, thought it was clever.
Yeah.
Interesting. What do you do with the Friday the
So
13th
so
anniversaries?
so
Well,
so
those are fun because I have always attempted to go get a 13 tattoo on me.
Uh,
right.
And always I don't think about it till the day of, and I can never get in anywhere.
hmm.
Yeah, you actually you got married the same year Kelly and I got married a few months earlier. We
Oh,
we, we
really?
were we were October 12th, 13.
Okay.
10, 12,
Very
13.
cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Um so yeah, that is part 2 of the best of the year. Next week is when we get into our graphic novels miniseries and ongoing series. So the big guns. Anyway, some books that I hope will be spectacular. FML number 7 from Kelly Sue DeConnick and David Lopez. I'm pretty certain it will be, but haven't actually read it yet. Devil on My Shoulder number 2 from Kyle Starks and Peter Kowalski,
Oh
both
my
of
God.
those are from
Number
Dark
one was
Horse.
so good.
Yep. Yep. Batman number 5 from Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez. So like Casa DeConnick Fraction get 2 books on my list this week. Um, I know that Hank Howard, Pizza Detective, The Two Hollywoods, number 1 is spectacular. And there are a handful of other interesting books that we'll see. Our boy Condon has Ultimate Wolverine number 13, among other
Um,
things, and Mr. Rucko will wrap up Cheetah and Cheshire Rob, the Justice League.
do we ever
Uh,
find out the identity of Cheshire Rob?
I got to bug him about that. Tyler, anything that you want to plug for this coming week?
No, I'm just glad it seems to be a bigger week than last week. Right
Well,
here
I
at,
mean it's not a holiday week,
yeah,
so
right here at my feet is all my new stuff that I've gotten over the weekend, and I'm gonna put it all
nice.
in the computer as soon as we're done talking.
Cool, cool. So Phil, your giant size trade waiter
Mm-hmm.
graphic novel
Is
pick?
indeed the Old Boy Deluxe Edition, Volume 1 from Garen
Is that
Tsuchiya and Nobuaki Miniguchi,
is that coming out
Minigishi at
this
Dark Horse.
week?
Yeah, it says January 6th that on the according to Dark
Oh,
Horse website. I'm pretty sure.
I believe you. I didn't see it on
Yeah,
the list of stuff, and I thought that would have caught my attention.
yeah. It says
Um,
yeah, book one hardcover. That's yeah, publication January 6th. We'll see. We'll see if it's there. You know.
yeah,
Um,
I'm trying to check the website right now. Um, the publisher website rather than the Dark Horse isn't always good at updating when
right.
they
Yeah,
change a date.
that's for sure.
Um,
Hopefully that's not you know, hopefully that does not bode ill on this trade weighted
oh
graphic novel pick
yeah, I'm certain that it will come out.
At
at some
some
point.
point,
Um, no, it's the PRH website still has January 6th, so I
Heck
don't know
yeah.
how I wound up missing it. Maybe they separate manga from graphic novels, and I need to have another category that I look through this web spreadsheet of. Yeah, I'll have to look into that because that's a good one. Have you read Old Boy before?
I have not. So I've only
Oh.
seen the movie, the Korean film.
Well, and Tyler, you would be all over Old Boy. Old Boy's totally a Tyler book.
Okay.
Um,
I will have to get on
yeah,
that. Oh,
yeah,
that's right. You guys can totally see what I'm looking at my screen through my glasses.
yeah. So, Tyler, you want to take us out? You want me to take us out? How should we do this?
Oh, I'm
You talk
enjoying
first.
it.
I talk first. Who should?
Me, you, her, him.
Okay.
Walking around, baby, don't hurt me. Her. Anyway, uh, yeah. Thanks for listening, you guys, and we'll catch you guys after the next page. See ya.
And now, the next page, brought to you by.
The Nexus Vault, your new home for comics, cards, and collectibles in Southwest Minnesota. Located at 109 East Main Street in Laverne, the Nexus Vault is where longtime fans and new readers alike can dive into comics, trading cards, toys, and all things geek culture. Whether you're chasing key issues, building a deck, or just looking for a place that gets fandom, the Nexus Vault has you covered. You can reach the shop at 507-858-8914. You can email us at the Nexus Vault Laverne. That's the Nexus Vault, LUVERNE at gmail.com. Or you can check us out online at thenexusvault.com.
And also Modern Age Comics,
Yeah,
2214 East Algonquin Road, Algonquin, Illinois, 60102. The new shop of Psycho Comicology. Come and pick up your comics, pick up your geek stuff. Just talk comics. I might be there. Who knows? Reach the store at 847-409-6295 or check out modernagereader.com. New to order this month. Initial orders are due January 22nd. New comic series.
all right, we got 51, number one, from Kurt Pyers and Jacques from Mad Cave Studios. Final order cutoff is February 16th. Comes out on March 11th.
Next up is Alias Red Band number one from Sam Humphries, Geraldo Borges, David Mack at Marvel. Final order cutoff February 2nd. In stores March 11th.
Baby Garfield number one from Grace Elix, Michael Northrup, Asia Simone at Rob Justice, and Agnes Garbowski at Boom. Final order cutoff is February 9th. In stores March 18th.
Next up, Batwoman number one from Greg Rucka, Donnie, and DC Comics. Final order cutoff will be February 16th. Expected in shops in March 11th.
Then there's Comics the Magazine number one from Various at Rana Publisher. Final order cutoff of February 2nd. In stores March 4th.
Dead Teenagers number one from Jude S. Doyle and Caitlin Yarsky at Oni Press. Final order cutoff is February 23rd. In stores March 18th.
Deathstroke, The Terminator number one from Tony Fleeks, Carmine Di Giandomenico from DC comes up. Final order cutoff is February 23rd. In stores March 18th.
Disney Villains Gaston number one from Greg Pak, Fred Van Lente, Milena Ciccarello from Dynamite Entertainment. Final order cutoff February 2nd. In stores March 4th.
Electric Chair number one, Adam Falk, Strangers. Final order cutoff is February 16th. In stores March 25th.
All right. The Exorcism at Buckingham Palace comes is from Kelsey Ramsey, Hannah Rose May from IDW. Final order cutoff is February 2nd. In stores March 11th.
Exploit number one from Laura Hudson, Tim Leung, and Emiliana Pina at Mad Cave Studios. Final order cutoff February 8th, February 9th. In stores March 4th.
Frankenstein, The New World, The Speed of Darkness. Mike Mignola, Christopher Golden, Thomas Sniegoski, Peter Bergding at Dark Horse Comics. Final order cutoff is March 16th and in stores on April 22nd.
Godzilla versus America, Portland. Benjamin Dewey, Colleen Coover, Mark Russell, Caitlin Yarsky from IDW. Final order cutoff is March 2nd. We can see this in shops March 11th.
Gru, the Prophecy #1 from Sergio Aragones and Mark Evanier and Carrie Strachan at Dark Horse. Final order cutoff February 23rd, in stores April 1st.
Hellboy in Love, Black Eyes, one shot from Mike Mignola, Christopher Golden, Alex Nieto, Clem Robbins at Dark Horse on final order cutoff of March 23rd, in stores April 29th.
Honor and Curse, Eternal, #1 from Mark London, Jamie Infante from Mad Cave Studios. Final order cutoff March 7th, in shops March 25th. Excuse me, final order cutoff March 2nd, in shops March 25th.
Bobo #1 from Scotty Young and Jorge Corona at DC Comics. Final order cutoff February 23rd, in stores March 18th.
Narco #1 from Doug Wagner and Daniel Hilliard, Image Comics. Final order cutoff is February 9th, in stores on March 4th.
Nectar #1 from Jeremy Robinson and Anna Paola Martello and Francesco Vrancini from Vault. Final order cutoff is February 2nd, in shops March 4th.
The Other Half #1 from Jim McCann, Joe Eisma, Peter Pantazis, and World Design at Ignition Press. Final order cutoff February 2nd, in stores March 11th.
Pickup, one shot from Michael Coast and Philip Cunha, Ace and ACO at AWA Studios. Final order cutoff is February 16th, in stores March 18th.
Quiet Place, Storm Warning from Ryan Kelly and Phil Hester. Out from IDW. Final order cutoff is March 2nd and in shops March 11th.
Rafael Garcia, Henchman #1 from Peter Moretta, David Schrader, Ben Herrera at Titan Comics. Final order cutoff February 23rd, in stores March 18th.
Super Creep Show #1 from Kieran Gillen, Ryan North, Rossi Gifford, Derek Charm at Image Comics. Final order cutoff is February 23rd, in stores March 18th.
Tigress Island from Patrick Kindlon, EPHK, out from Image Comics. Final order cutoff February 16th and in shops March 11th.
All right, some graphic novels new to order. Take it away, Tyler.
Right. All of Apollonia from Patty C. Prevo, Morel Ortega from Abrams. Final order cutoff of February 9th, in shops March 25th.
All the Cameras in My Room from Michael DeForge at Drawn and Quarterly. Final order cutoff February 9th, in stores April 8th.
Amy Winehouse in Comics from Tony Lorenco and Elsa Gambin and various artists at MBM Graphic Novels. Final order cutoff is January 26th, in stores on March 25th.
Beat Everyone Up from Land Pits, Joe Hunter, Mad Cave Studios. Final order cutoff February 23rd, will be in shops March 18.
Bitchy, The Exasperating Existence of Midge McCracken from Roberta Gregory at Fantagraphics. February. Final order cutoff February 2nd, in stores March 4th.
The Book of Murmurs from Candace Perwin at Fantagraphics. Final order cutoff is February 2nd, in stores March 18th.
The Council of Frogs by Matt Emmons and Strangers. Final order cutoff February 16th, will be in shops March 25th.
The Court Charade from Flore Vesco Carrascoet at Abrams. Final order cutoff February 9th, in stores March 25th.
Creased Comics from Brad Neely at New York Review Comics. Final order cutoff is February 16th. In stores March 31st.
Clyde by Jim Benton and paper or out by Paper Cuts. Final order cutoff is February 23rd and in shops March 18th.
DC Superhero Girls High School Reunion from Shea Fontana, Yancey Lobai at DC Comics. Final order cutoff March 2nd. In stores June 2nd.
Emmy Arbol by Barbara Yellen at Abrams. Final order cutoff is January 26th. In stores March 4th.
Fungi from Wolchuk Wazik. Tomas Lou Lesniak from Fantagraphics. Underground. Final order cutoff March 9th. In shops March 25th.
He rolled me up like a grilled squid. Yoshiharu Suge, drawn and quarterly. Final order cutoff February 2nd. In stores April 1st.
Hide and Seek, Naono Yoshiko from Uncivilized Book. Final order cutoff is February 23rd. In stores March 25th.
Human Nature by Darren Aronofsky, Ari Handel, Jeff Welch, Martin Morazzo from Abrams. Final order cutoff is February 9th. Will be in shops March 25th.
I witnessed the Great Train Robbery of 1963. Andrea Debnick, Crystal Jamie at HarperCollins. Final order cutoff February 16th. In stores March 18th.
Last Call to Leave Earth, Casio Ribeiro. Mad Cave Studios. Final order cutoff is March 2nd. In stores March 25th.
The Lights of Niterói from Marcelo Quintanilla, Fantagraphics. Final order cutoff is February 16 and in shops March 25th. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I read the wrong line. Let me start over. Final order cutoff February 16th. In shops April 1st.
The Lionhearts, Mike Lawrence at Abrams. Final order cutoff January 26th. In stores March 4th.
Live Memoriam, Miki Makusa and Ben Bergay at Oni Press. Final order cutoff March 2nd. In stores March 25th.
Mom's Cancer by Brian Feast from Abrams. Final order cutoff will be January 26th and in shops March 4th.
The Outsider by Joseph Esposito at Fantagraphics Underground. Final order cutoff February 9th. In stores March 25th.
Rabagu Race by Garesh at Uncivilized Books. Final order cutoff is February 23rd. In stores on March 25th.
The Shadower from Maria Hoey, Peter Hoey from Top Shelf and IDW. Final order cutoff will be February 16th and in shops March 24th.
Shin Zero, Matthew Bablet and Guilherme Singelin at Oni Press. Final order cutoff February 9th. In stores March 4th.
Songbird in the Light, Billy Porter, Chris Clarkson, Charlie Palmer at Abrams Books. Final order cutoff February 2nd. In stores March 18th.
Space Relic Hunters by Ludovic Grun de Bois from Oni Press. Final order cutoff will be February 23rd. In shops March 18th.
Speak of the Devil by Sweeney Boone. HarperCollins. Final order cutoff February 9th. In stores March 4th.
Spider-Man Cosmic Chaos from Mike Myhack at Abrams. Final order cutoff is January 26th. In stores March 11th.
Brew, David Dasmalchian and Cat Staggs from Z2. Final order cutoff will be February 9th and in shops March 11th.
The Undertaker, Xavier Dorison, Ralph Baer, Abrams. Final order cutoff February 9th. In stores March 25th.
And finally, some collections new to order. Take it away, Tyler.
All right. The Adventures of Lumen N, Volume 1 from James Robinson and Phil Hester and Mark Deering. From Dark Horse, Final Order Cutoff, February 2nd. In shops, not till May 5th.
Big Rig, Adrian Wassel, Post Malone, Nathan Gooden, Vault Comics, Final Order Cutoff, February 9th, in stores April 8th.
DC Pride, The Heart Wants. From various artists and writers, DC Comics Final Order Cutoff is March 2nd, in stores May 26th.
Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn, Jimmy Palmiotti, Patrick Reynolds, Chad Harden, Lewis NCT, Ulysses Areola from Image Comics. Final Order Cutoff February 9th, in shops March 18th.
Death to Pachuco, Henry Barajas, Rachel Merrill, Lee Luridge, Image Comics, Final Order Cutoff, February 9th, in stores March 18th.
Devil on My Shoulder from Kyle Starks, Peter Kowalski at Dark Horse Comics. Final Order Cutoff is February 23rd, in stores on July 14th.
The End League Complete Collection from Rick Remender, Matt Broom, Eric Canete, Andy McDonald from Image Comics. Final Order Cutoff will be February 2nd, in shops March 11th.
The Ends, David and Maria Lapham, Bad Idea, Final Order Cutoff February 9th, in stores March 11th.
Escape from Rick Remender and somebody else.
Daniel Acuna.
Daniel Acuna at Image Comics. Final Order Cutoff February 2nd, and in stores March 11th.
Flow, Paula Stevenbergen, Claudia Balboni from Mad Cave Studios. Final Order Cutoff will be February 16th. Will be in shops March 11th.
Good as Dead from David and Maria Lapham, this time with D. Cuniff, Image Comics, Final Order Cutoff January 26th, in stores June 10th.
It Killed Everyone But Me from Ryan Parrott and Letitia Cadenici at Mad Cave Studios. Final Order Cutoff is February 16th, in stores March 11th.
The Last Voyage of Sinbad by Richard Corbin, Jan Strand from Dark Horse. Final Order Cutoff February 23rd. Be in shops May 26th.
Look Into My Eyes by Rubin, Mad Cave Studios. Final Order Cutoff February 16th, in stores March 11th.
News from the Fallout by Chris Condon and Jeffrey Allen Love from Image Comics. Final Order Cutoff is January 26th, in stores March 4th.
Orla from John Lees and Sally Cantorino from Mad Cave Studios. Final Order Cutoff is February 9th. This will be in shops March 4th.
Tom the Dancing Bug, Volume 1, Secret Origins. Ruben Bowling, Clover Press. Final Order Cutoff February 2nd, in stores April 15th.
The Voice Said Kill. Cy Spurrier, Vanessa Del Rey. Image Comics. Final Order Cutoff February 16th, in stores March 25th.
The Woods, Book 1, James Tiny in the Fourth, Michael Dialy. How do you say that?
Diolinus.
Diolinus from Boom, our Boom Box. Final Order Cutoff February 2nd, in shops May 25th. No, excuse me, May 5th.
And
I keep jumping lines. I can't see.
You know, I mean, you're an old man. Says the oldest one here. That has been The Next Page, brought to you by the Nexus Vault, Laverne, Minnesota, and Modern Age Comics in Algonquin, Illinois.